When you visit the pharmacies like Cute Man Pharmacy and stores, you'll likely encounter a wall of medications with different names, even if they seem to treat the same thing. This is where generic and brand name drugs come in. Understanding the difference can save you money and empower you to make informed decisions about your health. Think of it like this. Imagine a delicious chocolate chip cookie. You have the original recipe, the brand name, and then you have copycat recipes, the generics. Both cookies use the same main ingredients: chocolate chips, flour, sugar. But there might be slight variations in taste, texture, or appearance. Similarly, a brand name drug is the original medication discovered and developed by a pharmaceutical company. It has a unique name, often catchy and easy to remember. Once the patent for that brand name drug expires, other companies can manufacture their versions, known as generics. Generic drugs contain the same active ingredients as the brand name counterpart, meaning they work in the same way to treat the same conditions. They are considered bioequivalent, meaning they have the same therapeutic effect on the body. You might be wondering, why have two names for essentially the same medication? The answer lies in the world of patents and competition. Developing a new drug is a costly and time-consuming process. Pharmaceutical companies invest significant resources in research, development, and clinical trials. To recoup these investments and encourage innovation, they are granted patents for new drugs. A patent gives the company exclusive rights to sell that drug for a set period, usually running into years. During this patent protection period, the brand name drug enjoys a monopoly in the market. This allows the company to set the price and recover its research and development costs. However, once the patent expires, other companies can enter the market with their generic versions. The introduction of generic drugs fosters competition, which ultimately benefits consumers. With multiple companies producing the same medication, prices tend to drop significantly. This increased affordability makes essential medications accessible to a broader population. While generic and brand name drugs share the same active ingredients, some subtle differences might exist. These differences primarily relate to inactive ingredients, which are used as fillers, binders, or colorants. Inactive ingredients are necessary to ensure the drug's stability, consistency, and ease of administration. However, they can vary slightly between generic and brand name versions. These variations rarely affect the drug's efficacy or safety, but they might influence its appearance, taste, or how it's absorbed by the body. For instance, a generic tablet might have a different shape, color, or scoring compared to its brand name equivalent. It might also contain a different inactive ingredient that causes it to dissolve slightly faster or slower in the digestive system, resulting in slight differences in the release profiles. It's important to note that these minor differences are closely monitored by regulatory authorities like the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, in the United States. Generic drugs must meet the same rigorous standards for safety, quality, and efficacy as their brand name counterparts. Section 4: examples across ailments, from headaches to infections. Let's look at some examples of generic and brand name drugs across different drug classes to solidify our understanding. Pain relievers. Acetaminophen, the active ingredient in Tylenol, is available as a generic pain reliever under various brand names. Similarly, ibuprofen, found in Advil and Motrin, is widely available as a generic option. Antibiotics. Amoxicillin, a common antibiotic used to treat bacterial infections, is available under brand names like Amoxil and Moxitag. However, numerous generic versions of amoxicillin are equally effective and often more affordable. Antihistamines. Cetirizine, the active ingredient in Zyrtec, is an antihistamine used to relieve allergy symptoms. It's available generically and under different brand names like Zyrtec Allergy and Allertec. These are just a few examples that illustrate how widely available generic medications are across various therapeutic areas, from managing chronic conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes to treating acute illnesses like infections and pain. Generic drugs offer a cost-effective alternative to brand name options. Section 5: switching gears, navigating drug substitution. In many cases, your pharmacist might dispense a generic drug even if your doctor prescribed the brand name version. This practice, known as drug substitution, is usually done to save you money and is generally safe and effective. Most states have laws and regulations in place that allow pharmacists to substitute generic drugs for brand name equivalents, unless the prescriber specifically indicates otherwise. This ensures that patients have access to more affordable medication options without compromising their health outcomes. However, it's crucial to communicate openly with your doctor and pharmacist about any concerns or preferences you might have regarding drug substitution. If you've been taking a brand name drug for a while and are hesitant to switch, discuss your concerns with your healthcare provider. They can address any questions you might have and explain the benefits and risks of switching to a generic alternative. In some cases, your doctor might have a valid reason for prescribing the brand name drug, such as specific inactive ingredients or formulations that suit your needs better. Section 6. Generic versus brand, the bottom line. Understanding the difference between generic and brand name drugs can empower you to make informed decisions about your health and healthcare spending. Generic drugs offer a safe, effective, and more affordable alternative to brand name medications for most conditions. Remember, both generic and brand name drugs undergo rigorous testing and meet the same high standards for safety, quality, and efficacy. The key difference lies in the price and the fact that generic drugs enter the market after the brand name drug's patent expires. By choosing generic medications whenever possible, you can save money on your prescriptions without compromising your health. However, it's always best to consult with your doctor or pharmacist if you have any questions or concerns about switching from a brand name drug to a generic alternative. Section 7. Test Your Knowledge Interactive Drug Name Challenge. Now that you're well versed in the world of generic and brand name drugs, let's put your knowledge to the test. Below is a simple matching exercise to help you solidify your understanding. Match the brand name drug to its generic equivalent: brand name 1, Tylenol 2, Advil 3, Zyrtec 4, Lipitor 5, Prozac generic name A, Atorvastatin B, Cetirizine C, Fluoxetine D, Acetaminophen E, Ibuprofen. Discussion questions. 1. Can you think of other examples of brand name drugs and their generic equivalents? 2. Have you ever switched from a brand name drug to a generic alternative? What was your experience like? 3. Why do you think some people are hesitant to switch to generic medications? This interactive activity encourages you to apply your newfound knowledge and engage in meaningful discussions about generic and brand name drugs. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding the medications you take is crucial for your overall well-being. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, share our video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for free today to encourage to produce more videos like this for you. Thanks for watching.